Typical MCU fashion. Alright, now we're going to head towards our first super villain appearance.
Down third.
Looks like our old friend Herman Schultz is at it again.
Shocker. Didn't he just get paroled?
Yeah, well, I guess it didn't take.
No worries. Herman's just a big cupcake. I'll have him back in Rikers by bedtime. Just
So,
had dinner with my ex after
before we
seeing her
head
for
that
masked
way,
criminals. And now I'm gonna go beat up a maniac who
I just want to show you guys, I know I mentioned it earlier in the stream, but I do have everything unlocked here. So a lot of the skills you're going to see me using throughout the game are skills that you unlock throughout your playthrough. Obviously, I'm 100%. I did New Game Plus for this playthrough just because I really have no interest in re-unlocking everything. Just because I've played this game so many times. And stream-wise, we're going for the story here, so... however, you will see me use a lot of gadgets that you don't have unlocked at this point in the game, and a lot of skills, including the yank that I mentioned earlier, where you pull the weapons out of the people's hands, and you know, your dodge window stuff that I mentioned way earlier on in the stream, where you get a perfect dodge and you can do an automatic takedown.
What a perfectly normal
So
life
keep
you
that in
have,
mind
Peter
if you're
Parker.
watching and wondering why I have these skills unlocked. I am on New Game Plus, level 50, 100%, everything unlocked. So beautiful Times Square here. I think they did a great job with Times Square in this game. And those reflections, though, I keep mentioning them. I really should shut up about them, but they just look fantastic.
Don't worry, Doc. I make a point not to leave anything there. But I know my friend
For
appreciates
anybody
you
that's
looking out
been
for
to
him.
New York City,
There's a lot of people who don't like him
I
very
think
much.
they did a pretty good job on Times Square. Obviously, the real New York City Times Square is significantly more busy than this here. Depending on what time of the year you go.
Take care.
But again, like I said, I think they did a good job. Just it needs to be a little dirtier, a little more grimy to feel like the legitimate New York City. We're gonna drop in on this crime real quick. Save this dude. Build this dude up. A little web swing. Nope. Oh.
That's it? I feel like the hold-up guys are phoning it
That
in
went
lately.
really smooth, didn't it? All right. Let's head our way back over here where we were heading. City just looks amazing. It's impressive. Looks really good in Miles too. Miles gives it a little bit more of a Christmassy feel with snow and stuff. An easy way for Insomniac to put out a quick, kind of, you know, quick little standalone title by just changing the city and making it feel a lot different just by snow and the kind of Christmas elements. They did a really good job with Miles too, like I said earlier, making him feel different from Peter.
Hi, Herman.
Seriously?
So our first super villain appearance is Shocker, classic Rogues Gallery Spidey
That's what you
villain.
said last time.
A nice little chase through the
That's
city here.
considerate.
I think that's another thing this game does really well, are the villains. I think all the villains are really well done.
Actually, I don't. Just trying to make polite conversation. But this could be so much more rewarding if we connected on an emotional level. Wait, I forgot. You don't have emotions. Come on, Herman. At least talk to me so we can make it interesting.
The thing I would really like in this game is a Todd McFarlane style Spider-Man suit.
The only answer to Shocker now?
He's definitely my best or my favorite iteration of Spider-Man. So it'd be cool to get spider suit with those big eyes. Maybe in the sequel they'll draw it out. I think the animated suit would have looked really cool with the Todd McFarlane eyes.
Honestly, Herman, why are you robbing again? You know the police are watching your every move. I mean, we all know you're kind of dumb, but I didn't think you were this dumb. You must be desperate, which means you're not just stealing for yourself. You must be working with someone. Or
so coming up on Showboys, I think we have the newscast coming up tomorrow.
Your choice.
We'll break down some of the big news in video games, movies, and TV. And it will actually be my first newscast that I'm joining for Showboys. So check it out. I think we'll be on at 9 tomorrow night. Showboys also has a Indie Pods United panel they're doing tonight, I believe, 5:30. It'll be just Mike and Nick for a little half-hour show. So if you're interested, go check that out, see kind of how our show runs.
You know what, Herman? You have like zero personality, but your suit is awesome. Can we talk design details? Maybe later.
So we got Shocker back in handcuffs there.
I tried, but he's not very talkative. Plus, I think he hates me.
You have that effect on a lot of people.
But you love me, right, Yuri?
I tolerate you.
Wow. That might be the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
So we'll see how long it takes us to get through the story and side missions and stuff in this game. And then if you guys want, I can go through the DLCs. City Didn't Never Sleep DLCs. There's 3 different episodes, I think.
Looks like you had quite an adventure
2 or
with
3.
Shocker tonight.
Yeah, he was
But if you'd rather just move on to Miles, we can do that also.
How about a favor? You still have that mask from the gallery?
Almost morning. Mr. Lee will be here soon.
Oops.
I could use a snack.
Classic New York City bagel there. So our current objective is to go ask Martin Lee, who runs this feast shelter here, about the mask that we picked up at the Fisk estate sale. See if he knows anything about it. You see him hanging out in his office there. I'm gonna go take him the mask.
Peter, what can I do for you?
I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. Lee. I have a friend, Mary Jane. She's a reporter. She's doing a story on art imports, and she found this piece. Well, she wanted an expert opinion on it, and I know you have a degree.
And this might be the first time I actually get to use it. Let's see what you have. Interesting. Where did she find it?
I'm really not sure. Why? What is it?
A replica of an antique Chinese opera mask. I haven't seen one in years. This symbol here roughly translates to demon.
Demon?
My father read me ghost stories with that mask and symbol in it when I was young. Scared the hell out of me. Peter, listen. That mask, it could be connected to dangerous people. Mary Jane might want to find a different story.
Do you think she's in trouble?
I don't know. Why take the risk?
All right. Let's get moving on here.
Hey,
The symbol inside the mask means demon. It really spooked Mr. Lee. Never seen him like that. He even said you should drop the story.
fat chance. Do you think Mr. Lee knows more than he's letting on?
No, I think he just had a weird flashback or something. I know his childhood was pretty traumatic.
Yeah, that makes sense. Demons, huh? Catchy name. Okay, gotta get writing. See you soon.
So we'll try and stay
went about as well as I
quiet
could
through the
have hoped.
cutscenes and story modes here, so we can, you guys can get the story out of this. So now you see, we went in, it was nighttime, and now we're out and it's daytime. That's how the day-night
Got some
cycle
time to
works
kill
in
before
this.
Doc
It
needs me at the
usually
lab.
transitions
Let's do a
between
little
stories,
Spidey workout in the city.
story missions. Until the end of the game, you'll have the option to transition between day, sunset, and night at the end of the game. Like I mentioned earlier on in the stream, I thought it would have been cool to add in that new early morning filter that you get on the very first mission that we did for the Fisk
Drug
takedown.
trade's gotten more aggressive post-Fisk.
However, they did not add it as an option for the research station, which sucks because the city does look really, really good in that filter. These guys can be a headache.
Mr. Lee spoke to me. He seems worried. Are you into something dangerous?
Oh, it's just a story Mary Jane's investigating. Don't worry, I'll make sure she's careful.
Please tell me you two are back together.
So another
We're
section in
talking
the story.
again. Baby steps. I hope I didn't upset Mr. Lee.
He's just concerned. I was actually touched by how concerned. I knew he liked you. He admires how dedicated you are to helping others. I think you remind him of himself when he was younger. Both orphans, both so smart.
Well, the admiration's mutual. You got a good boss, May.
I'll tell him you said so. Love you, Peter.
So another section in the story where we don't have a mission per se right now. We're just exploring the city. We do a couple things, and you'll get another mission pop up for you.
Hello?
Peter, it's Dr. Octavius.
Oh, hey, what's up? I thought web swinging would let me get pizzas delivered fast. And it did. Fast and smashed.
So another way of getting a little bit more story are those
A
backpacks.
menu for my first real date with MJ. Wish I could have afforded someplace fancier. But she didn't seem to mind.
So each backpack has a little
Hey, Doc,
item in
sorry
there
about
with
that.
a
What's
small
up?
little
Lance Corporal
story
Texador
snippet.
is here for a fitting.
I totally forgot. I mean, I didn't forget. I'll be there soon.
His tardiness is starting to become a pattern. Come on, Parker. You're better than this.
Right. How did I lose track of time? I better be
So,
more careful with my adoring
What
public.
happened there was I landed on the street, and sometimes you get randomly attacked by various different enemies throughout the game.
All units,
Those
civilians
were
in need of assistance
Fisk
following a
guys
severe
that were
car
mad
crash. Please proceed to Chelsea ASAP.
that we took their boss to prison. So that's why we got attacked by them. Really like the quick takedowns in this game. I think they look really good. For anyone joining, we are playing on PS5 with fidelity mode on.
Go easy on Spidey. Carl crushed that pedestrian if I don't do something.
Okay, now we took those guys out. We can go help the people that are in the car accident here. It's just another
Close the record
crime,
down.
random crimes that pop
Got
up.
you.
Just another iteration of the car chase or the mugging. There's somebody else
Someone
here?
inside that car. They're pinned by debris.
You're a mensch, Spider-Man.
What am I missing here? Oh, hello. It's over here.
I've got you. Stay calm.
I always like this because he rips the door off and then throws it at the people watching it. That is so
People are
odd,
safe.
but
I should clear
Yeah.
out so the professionals can get in.
probably not Insomniac's focus, but still odd. So we're gonna go back to the lab here, talk to Octavius.
How does it work? Just like a natural arm. You think of what you want it to do, and...
Yes. Hey, hey, what do you think you're doing?
This site's been declared a safety hazard.
Stop that right now! This is highly sensitive equipment. That's it. I'm calling the mayor's office directly.
Peter Parker, how the hell are you?
Speak of the devil.
Mr. Osborn.
Oh, please. How long have we known each other? It's Mr. Mayor. It's Norman. Norman!
Norman, what do you think you're doing?
The grant agreement you signed has strict safety provisions. This isn't your first violation.
Those were excused.
By me. We should have confiscated this equipment long ago.
But I've had a breakthrough.
Thank you for your great service to our country. These folks will escort you to Oscorp Robotics, where you'll receive the latest in prosthetics. No charge.
This isn't about safety infractions, is it?
I'm trying to help you, Otto. You're free to continue your work in a secure environment.
At Oscorp.
You always were the smartest guy in the room.
You haven't changed a bit.
Neither of you. Hey, Peter. Harry will be coming back from Europe early next year. Maybe the two of you can start that business you always talked about. This is opportunity knocking.
Easy. They didn't take everything. Maybe we could start over.
Peter. There's no we. Without the grant from the city, I can no longer pay you. I need some time to think. If I were you, I'd look for a new job.
Alright, so another introduction of a classic Spider-Man villain there in Norman Osborn.
Wish I could do something to help Doc. Maybe call Harry. Ask him to talk to his dad. No. Norman never listens to Harry. Hey, my Mark I web shooters. Managed to improve the storage capacity a lot since then, but the basic design's still the same. Wish I could do
Backpacks
something
always
to help
are
Doc.
nice little
Call
snippets
Harry.
of story.
Ask him to talk to his dad. No. Norman never listens to
I
Harry.
think Insomniac made the
Tried to kill
choice
funding for his research stations.
to
Hey,
not do the
one of
origin
those
story of
stations is
Spider-Man,
nearby.
which I thought was a really
Should
good
see how they're
idea
doing
because
while
it's
Harry's
been
in
told so
Europe.
many times. So this Spider-Man
Must be some way
has
to help
been,
Doc. I'll think of something.
or this Peter Parker has been Spider-Man for I think around 8 years at the point of the beginning of the game here, which is cool because we don't see that very
Harry
often
left me a
outside of the
message
comics.
about these before he left for Europe.
Pete, hey, I need a favor. My mom's pet project was research stations that could benefit the public. Now, I launched them, but now that I'm away, Oscorp's gonna shut them down unless they prove their value. I was hoping you could watch them. I left details in each one. Thanks, man. As long as they're here, it's like a part of my mom is, too.
Well, it's not gonna pay the bills, but it sounds like it means a lot to him. I'll do what I can to help.
So this is another way of getting tokens to unlock these various different gadgets that you can unlock. So there are research stations that are trickled throughout the city, which we'll show here after we complete this one. And if I'm being completely honest with you, this is probably the hardest part of the game for me, if I'm being real.
Contaminants before they reach toxic
I know it sounds ridiculously stupid, but something about swinging through these clouds just does not click with me.
The amount of polycyclic hydrocarbons in the air is way too high. And rising. If it keeps getting worse, people could die. The particles are concentrating in trouble spots.
So,
like mini
we need
clouds of
to
smog.
fly through the
I'll swing
yellow
and get samples, then trace them to the source.
things on the map here.
Nasty as they are, I gotta swing right through those clouds.
Which, you'll see, it can be sometimes a headache,
These
sometimes
clouds
I'm
to
good
be
at it.
visible to the naked eye, the level of toxins must be up there. And gotcha.
So all the research stations are different and offer a different, oh, here we go. Offer a different kind of little snorry snippet. Oh, come on, I got robbed there.
I'm getting some good stuff.
There we go.
Well, good samples of bad stuff anyway. Got it. Feels like I'm breathing from a tailpipe. Huh. The toxin's coming from two types
Actually
of
went
cars
rather
and a
smooth.
faulty smokestack. I better get photos.
Alright, now that we got through the clouds, we need to go see what's causing it and snap some pictures of it. So we got a smokestack and 2 cars we got to take pictures of.
Best smokestack picture I ever took. Great light on that one. Perfect.
Got it.
The Department of Environmental Protection will take it from here. Maybe I should make a green spider costume for Earth Day.
So that's the
Well,
first
Harry Station
research
just stopped the
station.
public
There's a
health
bunch of
crisis.
them. They're just
Oscorp's
small
gonna
little
have a
mini
hard
games
time
like
arguing it's
that.
not useful.
Add a little background to Harry Osborn.
Spider-Man, Shocker has escaped, and now he's robbing a bank on East 31st.
What happened? I thought he was behind bars.
He was, but one of the guards just walked up to his cell and released him, then gave him his suit back.
I knew Shocker was working for someone. What did you get out of the guard?
Wish I could ask him, but he's dead. Whoever made him release Shocker didn't want any loose ends.
Damn.
Looking at the security footage, the guard was in some kind of trance. And it might have been the lighting, but it looked like his eyes were glowing.
Well, that's creepy. Okay, I'll see what I can get out of Shocker when I get to the bank.
So we're going to head over to the bank here, take down Shocker. I'm going to switch up my suit because I'm getting a little bored of the new one. I'm trying to think what we should put on here. I think the animated suit, that's the one I was talking about. I thought would have looked really cool with the kind of Todd McFarlane style with those giant eyes that he used to draw on Amazing. Into the Spider-Verse suit looks really cool. And then the classic Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I think what we're going to do, which is probably up there for my favorite suit, is the Homecoming suit. I think it looks really good in this game. I think Marvel and Sony did a really good job doing that suit for Homecoming. I think it's a good classic look.
I've been looking into the demons. Sounds like they've quietly established a power base in the vacuum left by Fisk.
A vacuum I created by putting Fisk away. Jameson was right. The demons are my fault.
What were you supposed to do? Let Fisk keep godfathering? Are you okay? You sound even mopier than usual.
I think I might have just lost my job. The city, Norman actually, pulled our funding.
Oh, Pete. I'm sorry. If Harry were here, he could talk some sense into his dad. You'll find another source. Your work's too important.
Thanks, MJ. Talk to you soon.
Another thing that I think feels really good in this game is the web swinging. I think they did a fantastic job
Need backup for a chase in progress. Please respond.
keeping it fast and responsive. So here's the bank Shocker's currently robbing. Drop in on him, see what he's doing.
Herman! Long time no see. Hey, I'm no lawyer, but I'm pretty sure that's a parole violation. Oops, guess we're stuck in here for a while. Want to play 20 questions? No? How about we thumb wrestle? Okay, face punch it is.
Thumb wrestle.
Whoa! Your gauntlets are all digital now, aren't they?
Have it your way. You wanna fight? Let's fight!
Now, I'll be honest, I did struggle with this fight a little bit on Ultimate. So we'll see how it goes here.
Young and stupid. You just stupid.
You talk too much!
Well, that's a matter of opinion. I mean, are there any standard metrics? Okay, now I can do some real damage. Why are you doing this, Herman?
Because if I don't, they'll kill me!
Alright, I need to get a little further away from him here. Holy buckets.
You know, people don't use banks anymore. You're lucky you found actual cash. If you really want to rob banks, try day trading. It's all the rage. Wait. Oh, no! Oh, come on, Herman! You tell me who you're working for. I can help you cut a deal.
If I talk, I'm dead! They made that very clear!
My dodges are way off, aren't they?
You're freaking me out, Herman. It's not like you to be afraid of people.
Not even sure these guys are people! Could be anything under those masks!
Wait, did you say masks? Give up now and we can protect you!
No way! You ain't see what I see!
Cute little slow-mo shot there as we get into our third phase here. Third phase can be a little bit of a headache, especially when my dodges are so awful right now.
Okay, I was kidding before. Now is your last chance. Seriously.
It can be a little bit of a headache swinging around in these kind of smaller environments throughout the game. You know, I might just not be very good at it.
Sorry, Herman. You brought this on yourself. Literally. Man, he was scared and desperate. These demons are everywhere all of a sudden. Okay, Yuri. Shocker's all yours now.
Good work. We have a special cell waiting for him at the raft. We'll make sure he stays behind bars this time.
Also, I'm pretty sure he was working for the Demon Gang.
Demon Gang? Sounds like a Daily Bugle headline.
Hey, the Bugle is a perfectly fine news organization.
Not sure I'd call it news.
Well, I've heard they have some really good reporters. Anyway, have you had any more reports on demon, guys with masks?
Let me get back to you. By the way, how much of a mess did you make inside that bank?
You probably don't want to know.
Shouldn't have asked.
So we got Shocker back locked up. We see or hear that he may be working with the guys in the mask that we saw at Fisk's estate sale, going by the name of Demons. So we'll get a little clue here soon of who those people are. So like I said, we're just going to be beelining the story here for the first bit until I get caught back up to where I was prior to the stream.
10:30.
Right now is another one of those
Location is north of Houston. Over.
Sort of, you know, do stuff in the city times. So
Doc left a message.
we'll get some
I might have
pictures
been a
of
bit hasty advising you to find another job. I have a plan. Give me a bit of time. We may yet live to invent another day.
The indomitable Otto Octavius. That's great news. Hope his plan works.
So we'll start to see more of the crimes involving these guys, the demons, as they begin their hostile takeover of the city.
Hey, so I looked into reports of demons.
I knew you'd come around.
They've been pretty busy tonight, hitting a lot of Fisk properties.
They're going after Fisk? Damn. You thinking what I'm thinking?
Brewing gang war?
Let's try to get ahead of it. Are there any Fisk properties that haven't been hit tonight?
Let me see. Patrol reported a bunch of activity at one of his shipyards in Portside.
Thanks, Yuri. I'll check it out.
Like I said, I don't really need to take any of the pictures or any of that stuff because I don't necessarily need the tokens, but sometimes it's nice to just take a little break from the fighting and, you know, explore the city a little bit. So we'll be grabbing some of them as we move through the story here, especially the backpacks, because I think it'll add good story elements for you guys. You know, little snippets here and there. A lot of background on this this Peter's Spider-Man.
Okay, kids. You can't play nice. You lose your armor-piercing points.
Like I mentioned, another skill that allows you to take down two enemies back to back with those quick takedowns if you do it relatively fast.
What are they trying to accomplish?
So you can get two takedowns with one of the green bars that's below my health there. It's a skill that you unlock. Definitely would probably focus on that skill because it can come quite in handy, especially with full bars. It allows you to take down 6 people instead of just 3. So focus your attention on that skill while you're progressing.
Oh boy, rockets! They got rockets.
We're gonna ignore that crime and head over to the boatyard here, shipyard, for our next story mission.